Massaponax and Potomac tangled this past Friday in a game that the Panthers were guaranteed to win because both teams are nicknamed the Panthers. This time it was the Massaponax Panthers who get a milestone victory, 49-7 win over Potomac. The storyline here, though, Taft, okay, yeah, Massaponax with all the touchdowns and the rushing, and that's become almost passé at this point when you talk about Ponax. This was the 30th consecutive regular season victory for this team. That is quite an impressive performance.
Yes, that's very impressive. I mean, you think back a few years ago, they were coming off a 7-4 season, and ever since that 2012 season, I believe it was, they haven't lost a regular season game, so very impressive.
Yeah, I considered going back and saying this is what was going on in the world the last time that Ponax lost a regular season football game. I saved you by not doing that, but it is kind of an interesting little exercise. Should mention, I guess, Joey Benden, the do-everything quarterback for Ponax, 3 touchdowns on the ground. Tristen Medina with a nice game as well, carried the ball, 2 touchdowns carrying it. 11 different ball carriers for Ponax, 350 yards, team rushing. It's just another day at the office for Coach Ludden and his crew. Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much it. But one interesting thing about Joey Benden, I don't believe he's lost a game as a starter in his career, because they were 13-0 last year before they played Tuscarora, and he didn't start that game, and that was the game that they lost to knock him out. They won 7 straight to open this season. So that's true.
Joey Benden, 20-0 as a starter.
20-0 as a starter. That is also a very impressive, impressive little milestone there. Not a little milestone. That's a big milestone. So Massaponax goes to 7-0. That's certainly familiar territory to them. The schedule gets a little more challenging for them, potentially at least going forward. Though we'll talk about this in a bit. But they still have Mountain View, North Stafford, and Brook Point.
Yeah, they opened their Conference 15 season with Stafford and Potomac, so they opened kind of on the lighter end of that heavy duty conference there. And these last 3 games, they haven't been involved in a serious, really competitive game probably since the opener against Cortland. Maybe you could say the Chancellor game, but they haven't been involved in it in too many true battles. So these next 3 weeks are going to tell a lot more about Massaponax.
Absolutely, absolutely. You've been impressed thus far, as have I, with the level of physical play, how strong this team is.
Yes, sir.
They certainly have been able to dominate some other opponents. So it'll be interesting to see how they fare for the next 3 weeks. But for the time being, Massaponax, the Panthers, with their 30th consecutive regular season victory, a 49-7 win over Potomac.